Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in a Half Shell, Turtle Power! Never mind me. My name is Cedric. Welcome to Reviews from the Six. I am just enjoying The Last Ronin, which is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles graphic novel. Now, when I heard that there was only one turtle left, I had to get on top of it, y'all. I said, I have to know this story and why is there only one turtle left? Now, I'll be totally honest with you. I grew up watching the cartoon. I am new to the comic series. I am new to the graphic novel. So when I read it, I never knew how high-paced Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were. So let me back up just a little bit. Today I'm going to be giving you my impressions of this graphic novel. It's not going to be really a review because I don't want to spoil anything, and then when it comes to reviews, I like to be in depth. This is just me and my excitement after the first read through of The Last Ronin. So like I said, I grew up a Ninja Turtles fan, right? Watching the animated series, and of course all the merchandise, the toys, we had everything, the shoes, the whole shebang. Now fast forward till about 28 years later, there's one turtle left. Are you serious? And I haven't even been I haven't been staying on top of it. Now, I do see all the series that they have on like Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, I believe. I do see those, but I never really watched them. I had to go back and actually watch a couple of these movies, and I am so excited that I did. But without further ado, since it is YouTube, you already know what to do. Let me know what you think about this graphic novel. If you read it again, what was your first impressions of this graphic novel? So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what my impression was. Again, I never knew how high-paced Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were. So when you go through the novel, it's going to be dialogue, and then there's going to be at least 3 to 4 pages of just fighting. That's it. They're not even talking to each other. They're just beating each other up. Now, some people will say it can get a bit redundant after a while because it's like, okay, he's arguing with him, and I know pretty soon he's gonna punch him in his face, and then for the next 3 pages it's just gonna be them going back and forth with each other, right? And you do get that vibe. I'm not gonna lie, there was a couple times where I was just like, okay, yes, they're about to fight, right? Like the showdown is here. And then when you get to the showdown, you're just flipping pages and you're kind of like, oh, okay, we've been through a fight like this 7 times already. But even besides that, this book takes place in the future, and in the future it's like a cyborg type apocalyptic city, if I'm saying that right. Apocalyptic. But anyways, it takes in like a cybertech city, and everything is pretty much drones, computers, robots, from the police department to the Foot Clan. A lot of it is like robots and drones. So it is a futuristic city, and of course you have the Ninja Turtles, who were, I wouldn't say raised in the 80s and 90s, but for me it took place in the 80s and 90s, living in this new world, and there's only one left, and they're still relying on, you know, ties and kendo sticks and nunchucks and things like that, to where people are shooting laser beams out of their eyes, and guns can come to your hand on command like Thor's hammer, you know, get here gun, and the gun is there, you know. So it was very different. The buildings look different. The landscape was pretty much, the city is going under martial law. And even though The Last Ronin doesn't care about that, that's not his goal. His goal is to stop the one who went after his brothers and are trying to get him. And again, without no spoilers, I can't tell you who The Last Ronin is, but trust me, when they start breaking down The Last Ronin, you're like, oh, it's all of them, right? And I'm not going to go too much in there, but once you start reading The Last Ronin, you're like, okay, I can see why he was saved for last, and I can see why during the animated series and the movies, you can kind of see now they were preparing him, they were prepping him. To us as kids, you're just like, oh, I like that one because he's, you know, X, Y, and Z. But then when you go back, like I said, and watch a couple of these films and a couple of these series, you're like, dude, they've been prepping this dude from the get. Now, with the cybertech city that goes on, like I said, it's martial law, so one person controls it all. They even control the sewers, so they can lock the sewers from preventing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from coming below. Now, since it is a cybernetic city and it is martial law going on, there is a group, I wouldn't say radicals, but there are a group of individuals that want to take the city back and get their rights and power back, and they're fighting for the people, right? You see where that is going, right? Good versus evil. So pretty much the Last Ronin encounters them. They come up with a plan and they say, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. But what I like most about this is that even though it's all about honor, the Last Ronin will introduce you to his type of honor, right? I mean, even I saw a movie where a ninja failed a mission and he went to, you know, off himself, for lack of better words. That kind of happens here too, you know, but it was just going into honor, about martial arts, about discipline, everything from that to even the mutant aspect. Like, I never knew, okay, we all knew they're mutants, right? Because it's ooze, but I never knew what the, how can I put it? What the mutant gene was, right? Because we see that they were itty bitty turtles, and then all of a sudden they grow into these turtles that can talk and walk and things like that. Well, over the time, the mutation not develops, but the mutation starts to kick in more, right? So the older they get, the more mutated they get. The more mutated they get, the more you learn actually about the mutation itself. And then you start learning how the mutation spreads. I mean, it was just so much that goes on in here. But pretty much the Last Ronin is here to avenge his brothers. And the funny part about that is that even though he's avenging his brothers, he becomes his brothers. Again, I can't stress that point. Like, the Last Ronin is literally all the turtles in one. And that's what I really enjoyed about this series. I can show you a little bit of art in here. I'll flip through the pages real quick. Boom. You see that? You know, it even deals with like mental health. You know, there's things in here, like there's times where you're like, okay, that character is depressed. That character is going through anxiety. That character has shell shock. You know, that character has PTSD. Like, and just reading them or just paying attention to how they work through those mentalities, man, you're like, yo, this is a really good book. I would definitely pick this up if you're into the turtles, of course, or if you're into mental health, or even if you just want to learn about the mutation of the turtle. Definitely pick this up. I would definitely say this book, if I were to rate it, I'm not going to rate it right now. Like I said, it's a first impression. I'm still on that Last Ronin high, for lack of a better word. But yeah, I was very amused, very entertained. Oh man, Shredder. I mean, just the scenes they got in here, man. Like, you're really gonna enjoy it. So yeah, let me know what you think about this book. What you think about the Lone Turtle. What you thought about the series. Are you looking to pick this up anytime soon? You know, let your boy know. So with that being said, we're at the end of the video. I need you to do what YouTube wants you to do, right? That's boom. Give this video a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about this series. What other TMNT series have you read? I need to know how I can pick up these issues as well. Yeah, let me know what brought you here today. You know, what made you click this video. Also, please share this video to any and all social media accounts that you have. And please share this with anyone that you think this would be useful for. Also hit that notification bell so you don't miss any content, and then make sure you subscribe, because your vibe attracts your tribe, and we are here, baby. But yeah, with that being said, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin was a hit. I loved it. Peace, love, and blessings.